Hi, Porters and Porter families. My name is Mrs. Cannon or Michelle Cannon, and I am going to be your son or daughter's teacher for beginning, intermediate, and advanced dance. I know the syllabus says beginning dance, but the grading system can kind of go for everything, and I'll make sure I delineate between the beginner, intermediate, and advanced dance as we go on. So this is the grading breakdown. So we changed it since last year, but just so you understand why students' grade may fluctuate greatly or not fluctuate is because of the grading scale. So 50% is based on their daily personal responsibility and engagement in the class. I will show that rubric shortly. 25% is on physical activity, so that's the heart rate monitors that we will be doing once a week. And then 20% is on knowledge or skills. So we will be having skill, performance, dance, or choreography, and that will go in this, as well as small quizzes based on different aspects of dance styles. 5% is a cardio performance assessment that will be done at the end of the school year. Known as a Porter cardio. So this is the grading rubric that is graded each day for every student. Yes, it's extremely overwhelming. I will also place this on Google Classroom if you would like to look at it in detail. What I have done for the students is I kind of shorten it to make it a little bit easier so that they know what the expectations are each day rather than reading that. So I've said that being present, so they cannot earn engagement points if they're not in class. To be outgoing is to come with a positive attitude, but really that's the hard work, right? You're going out of your way to do a little bit more, right? So I've always said when I come into the classroom or the dance studio that I'm expecting the bars to be put out and they to be either reviewing the material before or helping that student, catch up. So using that time to be engaged in class, right? And that I've not necessarily given them something, but they know that they should be working on the skill from prior. R is responsible, so bringing their dance shoes on dance days, bringing their gym shoes on fitness days, wearing the uniform or leggings. We'll talk about that in a little bit. And then teamwork for the T. So especially for my dance classes that are advanced and it's all choreography based, it's group choreography, this is a huge component because the groups are going to switch each week or each unit, and it's really important that they learn how to work and communicate together. Same thing for my beginner and intermediate. So we may do group activities. A lot of times I pair them up so they can give peer feedback. So it's really important when I say to form groups that everybody makes sure that everyone's included, and that's where we talk about teamwork. E is for engaged, so that means being engaged in the lesson for the day. So if I'm talking, the students are talking. That's why I talk about engaged. If they're engaged in other activity other than what I'm asking for, they may not get a 5 for the day. And my personal one is respect. And I've talked to the kids about a threefold respect policy, whether they're respecting themselves, first off, as giving 100%, respecting each other and myself, and the diversity that we have in class, which I absolutely love, as well as respecting the school. So if they are able to show me these things each day, they are getting a 5 for the day. So for personal responsibility is wearing your uniforms. We have the luxury of allowing our students to wear black leggings. I don't care the length, but they need to be tight around the ankle if they are wearing long ones so that I can see the actual ankle and foot when they're dancing. They can wear their own dance shoes, buy their own dance shoes, or borrow dance shoes either from a friend or myself. I have a whole drawer full, so if they're not able to get them or they forget them for the day, I've got them covered. Making up their absences. So yes, they may miss a day of class, whatever the reason for, whether it's excused or unexcused, they do need to make it up within 2 weeks. So they can make it up during compass time. I'm pretty much live here, so before or after school, they can make arrangements with me if it's just they want to go over choreography, or homeroom and advisory. They can make up a fitness day or an engagement day on that day. So they can just come sign up, talk with me, and we will choose the best option. If your son or daughter is not feeling well, you can write a note, send me an email, give me a phone call, so that you can let me know what's going on. If it's more than 2 days, though, we will require a doctor's note. So anything more than 2 days for a semester, we need a doctor's note. I cannot have a doctor's note, and they love to write this, until further notice. I don't know what to do. I don't know if it's 1 week, 2 weeks, a semester. So I need to have a note with a date in mind, like until they're getting reevaluated in 2 weeks. Oh, then I know for 2 weeks I need to make a modified PE. If one body part is injured, but they can still use the other body part, that would be wonderful. So I can have a modified PE. So maybe we just go through the port de bras and just do arm movements or something else. So please, make sure you communicate and have a conversation with your doctor. So this is where we have the little differing. So 20% is on knowledge and skills. So this is, for the most part, beginner and intermediate. We will have a small written ballet assignment, small written test or quiz, and then a group ballet skill test, They will also be doing modern and jazz. And then at the end of the semester, a choreography project that encompasses one of those styles that they really enjoy doing. And this is a group choreography project, so that teamwork is really important. The one difference would be intermediate and advanced dance. The second semester, we would be having contemporary and lyrical, hip hop. And then towards the end, it kind of depends whether or not we have, we'll kind of vote whether it's social dances from around the world or tap, or if we could do both, that would be wonderful. For advanced dance, the one delineating factor is the orchesis dance performance. It is 2 nights that we perform. We also have a dress and tech rehearsal immediately after school for them, so it's usually about 15 minutes and then they can leave. And then we're going to try to reserve the day, one day during the week before the performance, that we have the auditorium. So there's lots of opportunities, but that is part of their first semester grading. Final project is coming up with a theme for the performance, because every year it's a different theme. And then the second semester, their final project, even though it's in the beginning of the year, is the performance aspect. And that's a big chunk of their grade, because this is a performance-based class, as opposed to beginner and intermediate, where it's more skills-based and learning the skills and taking those skills and creating choreography. Advanced is very teamwork and student-driven and choreography-driven. We're working together for them to create choreography. All right, knowledge and skills, again, test retakes. I allow any retake for any quiz or skill test, whether it's a no grade or a poor grade to a passing grade or a B to an A. They will just need to complete a ticket to retest, which is usually completing a study guide or visiting me during Compass to go over choreography or skills. So they just need to make that effort and show me they've made that effort. Physical activity, so heart rate activity, we will be bringing them back. It's 10 workouts a semester. So basically it comes out to 1 workout a week that they'll be using the heart rate monitors. We're going to be taking various aspects from resting heart rate to their pacer scores to adjust their heart rates to fit their needs. So it should be pretty level across the board in terms of intensity that each student works at, which I'm really excited for, because I want them to use these as a tool to learn about their bodies. They'll be doing a variety of activities, and they have helped me create. So it's very student-centered, where I create their fitness based on their likes and their desires and their needs. Because if they enjoy it, they're going to continue doing it. And that's my ultimate goal, is that they find that lifelong fitness. So their goal is 25 minutes for 100%, and then they also get the 5 points for engagement. Now, are there days that might not work out? Absolutely. Maybe they only get 20. They can come in another day and make up those 5 minutes, or they can kind of rack them along and then make up a final exam. So if they want to improve their fitness in any way, that's what I'm here for. All right, their cardio assessment, this is a 5%, but it's mandatory that they complete it in order to get a grade for the course. Even though it's only 5%, it's showing us that they know their bodies and can work out in 78% range for 10 minutes. There are breaks, so they don't need to run for 10 straight minutes. I will teach them how to do it, and I try to lead them through it so they understand what the expectation is. Everything that I have is located on Google Classroom. I love to give additional resources for anybody who wants to become a better dancer. I often give videos for choreography as well. So if they want to practice a skill, whether it's a warm-up skill, across the floor, or choreography, so many things are located on Google Classroom. Different ways to reach me, my email, of course, as well as my studio phone number, which is 815-588-8431. I also will be having a Remind text program. I will have them posted on the bulletin board in my classroom, but if you would like to be placed on it, just contact me and I'll be happy to send you the link. It is so nice, hopefully meeting you in person, but if not, getting to see my face. I'm super excited to have your son or daughter in class and can't wait to show you what they've learned. Have a great